This movie's definitely great for kids. It's great for like parents to take your kids to and basically keep them occupied for a while. What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. This is OCD Movie Reviews. My name is On The Brinker, and today I'm going to review the latest animated film, Despicable Me 4. This is the 6th movie in the complete Despicable Me franchise, but this is the 4th movie in the original series. And this movie starts the return of Steve Carell, Kristen Wiig with some newcomers from Will Ferrell and Sofia Vergara. This time, Gru welcomes a new member of the family, Gru Jr., who's intent on tormenting his dad. However, their peaceful existence soon comes crashing down when a criminal mastermind, played by Will Ferrell, escapes from prison to vow revenge against Gru. So when it comes to the Despicable Me franchise, of course the first 2 movies I grew up with as a kid. I loved those 2 movies. I saw them both in theaters, and I was laughing. I had a great time with them, and I still like them to this day. I like the first Despicable Me movies. I just thought they're pretty fun movies. But I would say Despicable Me overall, it's sort of like the Ice Age franchise in a way where they're just making way too many movies because, of course, they're the kings of elimination. So they have to make more Despicable Me movies. And, I don't know, I just find the 4th movie kind of unnecessary. I know we're getting so many Despicable Me movies. We've got the Minions movies, which I'm not gonna lie, I did like Rise of Gru, I'm not gonna lie. But when it comes to Despicable Me 4, when I saw the trailer, I'm like, it looks alright. It doesn't look anything too special. So I went to saw this movie and honestly not expecting too much out of it. And I'm going to say this at first. I think kids will love this movie. This movie's definitely great for kids. It's great for like parents to take your kids to and basically keep them occupied for a while. To me though, when it comes to Despicable Me 4 though, I just find this movie honestly my least favorite in the Despicable Me franchise. It's not a terrible movie. This movie has positives. I think the animation definitely looks great in this film. I think that's what Illumination is definitely improving on. The animation is definitely getting better and better and better, and the animation does look good in the film. I think Steve Carell is still great as Gru. He's still got that charm that I loved about Gru, and Steve Carell's charming Gru accent is still there, and I think Steve Carell is really good in the film. I would say Kristen Wiig though, this is probably the funniest I've seen her in this franchise. There are some certain lines that she says in the movie where I'm just like, wait, what did she say? I find that really hilarious in this film. I think Kristen Wiig is pretty good in the film. I would say the Minions are still Minions. I love the Minions. Some people find Minions annoying. I have no problem with the Minions. I thought the Minions are still really strong in this film. There's a subplot when it comes to the Mega Minions, and I just find the Mega Minions segments really hilarious in this film. There is like one single moment I was killing myself laughing. I'm not going to lie. And this movie is still funny. There are still some funny moments in the film, especially towards the ending where I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? But I love it. It's really funny. I think this is still a funny film. But I would say, to be completely honest, one of my biggest issues when it comes to Despicable Me 4 is that this movie is messy. There are so many different plots that come about in this film. There's a subplot with Gru and his baby that you basically know where it's going to go. It's funny, but you know exactly where it's going to go. There's even a subplot where they had to go to this witness protection program because this new villain played by Will Ferrell that I honestly find very annoying in this film. I love Will Ferrell. I think he's funny, but just him playing this Germanish villain, I just find him very annoying in this film. He's trying to be really hilarious in the film to vow revenge on Gru, and his backstory, I'm sorry, I just find his backstory completely dumb in this film. He's so overdramatic just because of what Gru did to him back then in the past. It wasn't even that bad. But yeah, there's a subplot where Gru goes to this witness protection program, living a new life, and the baby and this new villain. It literally feels like different episodes, really, of a Despicable Me TV show, and they just put it into one movie, basically, to just make the sake of Despicable Me 4. There's no stakes. There's no high stakes in this film. Even the final act, I find it very freaking rushed. I'm just like, wait, that's how the film's going to end? It doesn't even have a build-up. It doesn't really have much of a story to it. It's just random shenanigans after random shenanigans. There's even this little girl played by Joey King in the movie who's literally just there in this movie. She wants to do this heist with Gru because she wants to be a villain, and that's it. She has nothing to do with the plot. She is basically just there. And that's this movie. There's a lot of subplots that are just there with this witness protection story to just put it in the movie. It's sort of like My Big Fat Greek Wedding 3 in a way, where it's like, yeah, there's a bit of a story, but it felt more like a vacation movie, where they're just exploring different areas of Greece and they're just made into a movie. I find it kind of similar here with Despicable Me 4, but of course not as worse. Because this film still has some great animation, it still has some funny elements, the voice casting is great. I think Despicable Me 4 is great for kids, you know, for parents to take their kids when, you know, the kids are bored. They will definitely have a good time with Despicable Me 4. They'll definitely have a good time with Despicable Me 4, but overall for me, Despicable Me 4 is basically my least favorite film in the Despicable Me franchise. I thought this movie is a complete mess overall. There's a lot of plot elements of the film, but the voice casting is still good. This movie is still hilarious, especially when it comes to the Minions, but this movie had just way too many story arcs where I'm thinking, yep, they're just putting as much random moments as possible and make it Despicable Me 4. But kids will love it. That's all this movie matters. I would say this is definitely better than the Garfield movie, but I'm going to give the same rating though. I'm going to say for Despicable Me 4, I gotta get this movie a meh rating.
I mean, it's alright, like...
So guys, that is my review for Despicable Me 4. Let me know what you think of this movie in the comments below. Do you like the movie, hate the movie? And what is your favorite movie in the Despicable Me franchise? Let me know that also in the comments below. Make sure you guys follow me on social media links down below. Keep contact with me, and make sure you guys subscribe to my channel for my latest movie reviews and other movie related content. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a nice day.